Our host Melanie Taddeo commits herself to at least one interview for Connect for Life, the podcast, and at least 2 Melanie Minutes about every 10 days. Now, that's one heck of a commitment for someone who also coordinates a national charity, program delivery in 2 countries, a few dozen students and volunteers, nationally accredited workshops, an international committee on UN disability dialogue, not to mention personal commitments. Commitment is in fact the focus of this Melanie Minute. What commitment means, and how to balance one's multiple and sometimes overlapping commitments, which only takes a commitment of 6 minutes of your time, a commitment well made.
Are you prepared for an emergency situation? 9 times out of 10, people are not prepared. And then add in if you're an individual with a disability or a senior, there's other things to consider. Join us Friday, May 15th, Inclusive Emergency Preparedness for People of All Abilities. To register, visit our Eventbrite page or our website for more information. Welcome to another Melanie Minute. When you hear the word commitment, what do you think about? For me, when I hear the word commitment, I think about keeping your word, doing something that you start to the end. I think of it as a long-term process. But what I discovered over the last couple of weeks, commitment means so much more. Think about it this way. Commitment is about yes, giving your word and taking action, but being consistent and being accountable. This, to me, really made me reconsider my commitments. Yes, I can say I am committed to being healthy. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat healthy, and I am going to do this so that I have better health and therefore allowing my husband to know that I'm going to be around for a lot longer. This is my commitment. I'm making a promise. And that lasts until I see that beautiful piece of cheesecake. And then all of a sudden my commitment means nothing because I've enjoyed that piece of cheesecake. I'm not saying we shouldn't indulge once in a while, but perhaps I forget to exercise or perhaps life gets busy and gets in the way. But by not keeping my commitment and keeping my promise, who am I hurting other than myself? Really, truly. So when I look at my life, my personal life, my professional life, and all areas of community life, when I keep or make a commitment, I want to keep it. So I'll just use Connect for Life as an example. My commitment to Connect for Life is solid. I let my board of directors, my clients, and my volunteers know I am here for you. I'm here to help you, and I'm going to run programs, ensure that the charity does everything in its power to be a success. And I wake up every morning early to do just that. I work all day. I go to different events and meetings to ensure I'm doing what's best for the charity. I run programs, and there is no unwavering commitment in my world because I'm keeping my promise. But that's because I'm passionate about it. Yes, life happens and things happen that sometimes I'll have to take a break or I'll have to take a day off, but my commitment doesn't change. So what does that make? How does that different than my commitment to being healthy? Well, it's a choice. And that's the difference. I find when you're accountable to people about it, such as my board of directors, I'm accountable to them, volunteers and clients, I'm more likely to keep my commitment. Similarly, at work, when we go to work or maybe school, we're accountable to our bosses or our teachers. In the family, when we make a promise or a commitment to our family, usually we are accountable to our parents or our spouse if we've made a commitment to do something. And 9 times out of 10, we will keep that commitment. So why is it that with commitment, we don't stay accountable to ourselves? This had me ponder a lot this week. I really wanted to understand if I can make commitments and make promises and fulfill them to not only my Connect for Life family, but my Toastmasters family, the community, my Rotary family, all of these people, when I pledge, why can't I do it to myself? And this is what I learned. I'm not going to get myself a lot of flack. I'm not going to feel bad about it. But the reality is, in the long run, I'm hurting myself by not keeping this promise or commitment, because if my health wavers, I'm not going to be around to keep those other commitments. So I have decided that I am going to really make a point of keeping my commitment, because keeping your word, and being consistent and accountable and taking action will help us all succeed. Whether it's about being healthy, running a successful charity, getting that promotion at work, achieving a degree, diploma, bachelor, or PhD, whatever it is that you are committed to doing, all you need to do is make the decision to do it. What are you looking at as far as commitment in your life? Is it a relationship? Is it accomplishing a goal? Is it about being healthy? Or is it about making a difference in your community? Whatever it is for you, I encourage you to take action, be consistent, and be accountable. If you don't have somebody you're accountable to, find an accountability buddy. And this is something else I learned this week. I am going to be accountable to my friend. I'm going to let them know I've done exercise. I was really good with what I ate today. And again, this is helping me stay accountable, because I've learned that I need that accountability partner to keep me on track, because sometimes we let ourselves down. I'd love to hear what your commitment is and how you're going to stay committed. Don't forget action, consistency, and accountability. This is the key to success with commitment. And remember, when you give your word or you make a promise, it will reflect on you as a person if you don't keep that commitment. So when you do, commit fully, and don't take it lightly. Until next time.
You have been listening to Connect for Life, the podcast. Connect for Life is a Canadian-based registered charity committed to eliminating barriers for people with disabilities. Visit connectforlife.ca and join us in helping people with disabilities become the champions of their growth stories.